Well, it looks like the pump isn't the only thing that's coming big, hard, fast, and strong. As we see, Bitcoin looks pretty good. We got a 25 basis point rate cut yesterday. And now all signs are showing that altcoins are absolutely about to unleash the juice in a way we have seen potentially never before. And I'm not somebody that likes to say things are big very often, but this looks pretty big. So right now, Bitcoin is currently having its best September ever so far. Now keep in mind, September historically is actually a very bad month for crypto. But when we actually do have green Septembers, when we do have good, pumpy, extra big Septembers, October and November then actually pump even harder, stronger, faster, bigger. And did I say bigger? Well, absolutely. We also see the Bitcoin Bollinger Bands are basically the tightest that they've ever been. And believe me, the Bollinger Bands are not the only thing that are tight right now. I can think of at least one or potentially two other things that are pretty tight. The Bitcoin Bollinger Bands are indicating that volatility is about to come back. When we see the Bollinger Bands on Bitcoin this tight, what it's telling us is that the volatility is coming. And what if I told you the volatility was massively to the upside? Would you believe that? Or would you just think I'm a silly little goose? We also see this. Bitcoin has never been more bearish in my life. It's about to dump big time. But wait a second here. If we actually take a squeak peek, this chart is inverted. You can see the lower this goes actually is the higher the Bitcoin goes. And let's just say it's about to go higher than Snoop Dogg after butt chugging a lot of marijuana joints, even, you could say. We also see this. Markets are expecting another 2 rate cuts this year. Okay, pretty big. That's what's being priced in currently. Obviously, rate cutting has begun. Is inflation gone? No, it's not, but they have no choice. Things are about to get really big. We also see an absolutely ridiculous amount of money is about to flow into crypto, as we see on this post. According to Washington, D.C. yesterday, the SEC voted to approve proposed rule changes by 3 national security exchanges to adopt generic listing standards for ETPs that hold commodities, spot commodities, including digital assets. We are not about to be rich. We're about to be giga rich. We also see altcoins are going to crash hard, but wait, did I just get you again? Another switcheroo? That's right. This chart is also inverted because we're about to go up, not down. The opposite of up is down. And let's just say we're not going there. We're going up. The beginning of every bull run has looked like this. This is Ethereum. You see this lower lows followed by a retest of a horizontal resistance. And afterwards is a massive moonshot, a massive breakout, massive pumpy even, as they say. I'm extremely bullish. If you don't own Bitcoin, if you don't own Ethereum, if you don't own altcoins, if you're not involved in crypto whatsoever, you still have time, but that time is running out. And let's just say you don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to be late on this. You don't want to miss out on this. The world is changing. And with great change comes great pumpiness. We see altcoins have bottomed out here. The big rally starts now. Are you ready? You can see this is altcoins compared versus Bitcoin. We have a lot of catching up to do. I'll tell you that much. A lot of catching up to do. Altcoins are breaking out from oversold RSI to a clean breakout. The script is programmed. Rotation is not waiting for you. You can see on the RSI, every time when we get extremely oversold, like we currently are right now, not to mention we also have a golden cross that is back. In 2017 and in 2021, it started massive altcoin rallies. It's only appeared a few times in history. Even $100 could grow into 7,000 within months once altcoins really start pumping. The same golden cross has appeared again, showing strong signs that the next big move may be starting. And did I mention that this next move is going to be big? I want to make sure I'm making myself clear that what's about to happen isn't small, not even regular, not even medium, but big. So I've heard that things could get even bigger than the biggest thing you could imagine. So 1.72 trillion is the current altcoin market cap. So it's the entire crypto market minus Bitcoin. This looks promising. It looks pretty large as well. Ethereum is obviously the most important thing, I think, to be watching regarding that. Absolutely, just a couple of percent away from new all-time highs. Bitcoin dominance continuing to chug to the downside. Let's just say altcoins are looking absolutely voluptuous right now. And Bitcoin as well, after holding for about a week on the 21 and 50, above the 21 and 50 day moving averages, further continuation even in the short term looks likely, looks possible. The weekly obviously looks beautiful, bouncing exactly on the 21 week. Everyone knows this. The stock market is at new all-time highs. The NASDAQ, the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, just big, beautiful. And did I mention extremely big? Absolutely. And specifically as well, the US dollar looks like absolute trash, garbage, absolute, throw it away. It's garbage. Don't even, this thing's, don't even bother wasting your energy hoping that the US dollar is going to go up. Good luck with that. $500 billion of debt added every single, half of a year, even less than half of a year. Trillions, actually no, isn't it like $1 trillion of debt gets added like every 5 months now at this point? It's just ramping up insanely. It took 200 years for the first $1 trillion of debt of US dollar to turn into debt. Now it's like $1 trillion every 5 months or something. Insane. There's no stopping it. Get away from it. Get out of the US dollar. It is a train wreck. The money's going to be flowing into crypto, into Bitcoin specifically. You have been warned. I've been telling people for the past 8 years, since it was like $2,000. Now you can add $115,000 to that. Actually, about $116,000 now, $1,000 to that. And soon it will be millions. And I just surely hope that people do not miss out, because we've seen the biggest enemy to people is themselves. The people that make the biggest mistakes in life, their number one adversary, their number one opponent is themselves. It's you versus you. That's what the real battle is. It's not you versus anyone else. It's you versus yourself. And not buying Bitcoin is the biggest slap to yourself that you could ever give yourself, except I can think of a few other ways, but we don't need to get into that. But basically, I'm extremely long on Bitcoin, extremely big. And the more I think about it, the bigger I get, if I'm being honest. But realistically as well, this chart, the entire altcoin market cap, in a very short amount of time, in my opinion, we're going to be just seeing this thing completely lift off. We are finally going to start seeing people get excited about crypto again. New people are going to be joining, which we have not seen yet. But guys, that is not when you want to be getting excited. That is not when you want to be getting invested. You want to be invested before that wave of new people, that wave of emotion and euphoria gets in, because it's coming. And you do not want to wait until then to get excited about this market. That is the classic mistake. And unfortunately, that is exactly what's going to happen, because it's exactly what always happens. People do not care about something when it's kind of boring. And if they don't understand the actual use case or the value or the actual reason why something is going to go up, if they don't understand it, they won't get excited about it. They will wait until it is forced in their face that it's doing really well or pumping a lot. Then they'll get excited about it. Then they'll start talking about it with everyone. Then they will join the fun, but that is too late. That is not when you want to join. Don't wait until the euphoria kicks in. Don't wait until everybody is talking about it. Don't wait. It's the same thing that happens over and over and over again. And it's crazy to me that people don't learn that. But that's why people are, like myself and many people watching, are able to make so much money, is because we're basically winning against people that just don't understand how to learn, basically. If the same thing happens over and over and over again, and you make a mistake and you don't correct that mistake, and you keep letting that mistake ruin you over and over and over, even though the same thing keeps happening over and over again, it's your fault for not adapting. It's your fault for not learning. It's your fault for not teaching yourself, wow, maybe I should react differently to this. If you continue to go with the same playbook that keeps getting you banged over and over and over again, but you expect to not get banged over and over and over again, it's your fault. You need to take responsibility for your life and your mistakes. And the biggest mistake that I'm afraid people are going to be making in the next few months, which I'm kind of, I'm not looking forward to it, because, I'm going to make millions of dollars, and many of you are too, but there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be upset. But that mistake is FOMOing into this market once it's already up multiples, right? That is not when you want to get excited. You want to get excited, even right now, because the market truly has not pumped yet. So even if you're watching right now, technically you're not too late. But in just a few short weeks, it's very likely that you will be too late. So don't like make the same mistake that you've watched millions of people make before. The problem is not going to be that you can't make money. The problem is that you're not going to be able to hold on to it because you're going to get greedy, or you're going to rotate into different crap coins every other week. That's the problem. And it always has been the problem. The problem with people in crypto has never been that they can't make money. It's that they can't keep it. They don't know how to keep it. They don't know how to take some profit. They don't know how to navigate their emotion. And all I'm saying is please try to, because you can better your life if you learn how to do those simple things. Absolutely. And you have 20 days left. If you sign up to my link with Femex below, you get a free $10 up to also an additional $2,000 and up to an additional $30,000 deposit bonus if you deposit, but 10 free for doing literally nothing except signing up with the link below. Without further ado,